Pay attention, class. According to my information, in order to initiate the shutdown, out of 15 people, more than half of them must press graduate and repeat at the same time. Am I correct?
However, out of 15 people, including Makoto, there are only 6 people here.
Wir könnten also maximal 12 Dinger drücken. Und selbst das nicht.
The shutdown sequence won't activate unless it knows that different people initiated it.
So it's totally impossible.
You totally saw through that supposedly hidden command? No need to worry. Even I knew we couldn't activate the shutdown.
You still came here when you knew we had no chance of winning?
It's not that we have no chance of winning. The only reason I'm here is because there is a chance.
Then try explaining it to us. What is this chance of winning of which you speak?
I believe...
What? I can't hear you. You gotta speak up since you're so puny.
I believe in them. I believe they will definitely come.
Then?
Who's them?
That's not something you need to take your time saying.
Ach, hör auf! Oh mein Gott, Yoko! Konfetti!
Try putting yourself in our shoes before you drag us.
Nochmal Konfetti! What the f... Makula! The real one! Come on, come on!
Chiyoko, Yakuya, I knew you guys would come.
Oh, keine Toko, kein Hero, keine Hina. Oh, komm!
Wir sind genug Leute, wir sind mehr als die Hälfte.
Ich weiß, aber oh, wie gut! Wie gut! Jetzt sehen Sie mal den echten Byakuya und werden voll enttäuscht sein.
Und Byakuya hat die Brigitte-Diät hinter sich. Kyoko? Byakuya?
We'd be better off leaving behind someone who jumps to conclusions without listening to our warnings.
I'm sorry.
Even though it took some time for 2 people to enter the program simultaneously, it appears we made it.
Hey, what's going on? Why are there more people again?
Just don't ask.
How exciting! I haven't seen these faces in ages. It's like opening your high school yearbook 10 years later.
I must say, now that I'm seeing her up close, she's much bigger than I remembered.
Ein bisschen.
What? What kind of man isn't excited by big women? Once you gain some more experience, you'll understand. There's a lot of kinky things you can do with big girls.
Agreed.
Byakuya, you're alive! But you're so skinny now. I feel so bad for you.
Ach ja, der wird sich erstmal wundern, the fuck?
You shut up.
Halt die Fresse, oh, Byakuya! Du hältst auch das Maul! Oh, I missed this asshole.
Oh ja.
Are you two also from the Future Foundation?
No, it's probably not just that.
The 6 of you because... Ja, okay, ja.
Tragedy. If the killing school life is referring to that.
You guys are the survivors of the killing school life who previously defeated Junko, right? Yeah, that's right. There's 3 of them here now?
The former heroes plunging themselves into the game world, ignoring all danger. Jeez, stupids! Making such a suicidal move! Did you really want to see me that badly? It can't be helped. In order to stop you, that suicidal move was our only choice.
So how about it? There are 8 people now. We have enough to activate the shutdown sequence.
Junko, da hat bestimmt noch einen Arsch im Ärmel.
Ja, wir hatten Arsch im Ärmel.
Maybe. Ja, auch die Haarklammern weinen.
Aber Blut.
Nee.
Achso, das sieht bei der weißen sieht jetzt so aus.
Ja, vielleicht.
Könnte man verwechseln mit den Pixeln.
You guys showed up looking all cool and stuff, and now all the ultimate despairs. They'll be treated like even bigger chumps.
You said it again! Just ignore her. As long as we activate the shutdown sequence, it'll be the end of her in this messed up world.
And this messed up world?
Hey, can I ask you something? If we do shut down the program, what will happen to us?
Werden wir genauso abgeschalten?
No need to worry. We won't let you get hurt.
Okay.
I trust you.
We want a more detailed explanation. If you shut down the Neo World program, everything within the program will be deleted.
That includes us?
It will obviously delete Alter Ego Junko, along with your avatars here. So you're saying we're going to be deleted too?
It doesn't mean you'll be deleted. The program will just finish without completing the graduation program.
What does that mean for us?
Your avatars will not upload, so you will revert to your original state before you entered the program.
Also, that makes sense.
Nee, also wir schalten zwar Junko aus, aber wir bleiben in unserem originalen Zustand, bevor wir halt hier reingekommen sind. Also,
so wie
all
beim
fucked
ersten
up.
Tag. Wie in Folge 1 sind wir dann wieder.
Ne, wir sind ja komplett fucked up, weil wir ja nicht dieses Mindset haben. Unser Avatar, wie wir hier sind, werden ja nicht hochgeladen.
Naja, wir bleiben hier drin. Wir sind wieder wie auf Tag 1. Das ist praktisch wie ein Reset.
They have to know everything, or else they won't agree to do it. Hold on a second. If we go back to our original selves before we entered the program.
Ach so, die Original Sets
Ja.
sind wieder die Despairs.
Ja,
Ja. Oh.
ja.
Can you lose Monocoins? Oh, not my Monocoins!
If we go back to our original set before we enter the program, then I lose all my mono coins. Wait, who cares about that?
Wait, who cares about that? That's not what this is about.
Das muss jetzt einfach sein.
Deine armen Monomünzen.
Ja, auf die habe ich gespart, Junge.
Does that mean we'll go back to being ultimate despair?
That's right. Back to being hopelessly controlled by me. When you used to feel despair upon despair. No!
Are you fucking serious? Can't you do anything about it?
I understand your concern, but this is the only way to stop Junko.
It might be a painful decision, but I know you guys will be able to overcome it. That's why, in order to defeat despair, I want you guys to fight alongside us. We still have to fight? I thought we finally reached the end.
Don't worry. Once you get out, we will do our best to support you. But I thought the Future Foundation wanted to kill every last ultimate despair.
Must be, huh?
When you say support, do you mean I'll make sure you don't suffer when I kill you, or? Of course not. We would never allow that to happen.
It's gonna be all right. Your real bodies have just been brainwashed. That's why I'm pretty sure you'll quickly revert back to the state you're in right now.
Can you stop saying cheesy stuff like brainwashed? Washing your brain is like really nasty.
Was hast du mit Zehntausenden und Millionen von Menschen gemacht?
Brainwashing is undone. The memories we've made up till now will be erased, right?
Does that mean we'll completely forget everything we did on this island? I don't want that.
It doesn't matter what you want. That's the reality.
Every meaningless thing that happened here will vanish from your minds.
Meaningless? Vanish? Does that include her too? If we lose our memories of this world, we're also going to forget she ever existed, right? If that happens, does it really mean that she, an existence confined to this world, is really going to disappear? She risked her life to protect us, and we won't even remember she existed.
That'll go back to normal. If you've lost a limb, like Nagito, it'll still be gone when... Please stop!
Going back to reality in that condition, that's like a bad joke.
We're not joking. That is your past. Nobody can escape their past.
We don't know anything about that past! Hey, why did we become ultimate despair in the first place? I asked the same thing in the real world, but nobody would give me an answer.
It seems my teachings were quite thorough. However, if you ask me,
People who cling to stuff like hope, talent, or admiration are truly the weakest. Huh? Guys who desperately want to reach the top. They don't think about what'll happen when they're pushed off. They're probably too concerned with having a really nice view while they condescend to others. Shoving off guys like that is so easy. I happen to know 17,082 ways to do that. The point is, the moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
That's not even an explanation.
Then, what if you think about it like this? It turns out that you guys being ultimate despair was just part of the game world. And in truth, those guys from the Future Foundation might be part of the game world too. They're simply side characters of the game world whose role is to offer hopeless hope to you guys. Well, after saying all that, I don't even know what's real and what's a game anymore.
Are you kidding around?
Enough. My patience is wearing thin. Let's hurry and start the shutdown sequence already.
Before you do that, we gotta do some reviewing. When you guys activate the shutdown, you'll revert back to when you were known as Ultimate Despair. And your dead friends will never be revived. And the embodiment of despair, aka me, will be erased, thereby preserving hope in the real world. Now then, will the hope of the Future Foundation win, or will my despair win? All right! Things are starting to heat up!
Hans, schwarze Panzer.
Au contraire. This is a game. The game of hope and despair that started with your killing school life. That explains why these chumps who weren't around last time have been reduced to mere side characters.
you called us chumps again.
Only 'cause it's true! Most importantly, the killing school trip wasn't just for your sake.
Huh?
There was a more important goal there. The goal of luring a specific group of people. Since now's a great time, why don't we make that the question?
Question?
As long as we're in the game world, the rules say I gotta ask questions every now and then. So, question. Who did I lure and how did I do it? The hint is, I get bored easily, so the same outcome as the killing school life would be a pain in the ass. Okie dokie, let's all think about it together.
Nö, ich denke erstmal für mich selber nach.
Ja, das ist okay, ne? Mach
The
dir
same
mal.
outcome as the killing school life. Do I just have to remember what occurred there? The people Junko lured, the method.
Okay.
I should try connecting those dots. There should be an answer there.
Let's check die. Okay, question 1. Who did Junko Enoshima wants to lure? Ultimate Despair, of the Academy's headmaster, the Future Foundation. Future Foundation.
Future Foundation. Der Headmaster ist längst tot.
Ja. Next question! What bait was used to lure the Future Foundation? Junko herself glitched the killings.
Ja, klar, die Killings. Sollte ja so nicht passieren.
Ja. Question 3! What did Junko use to force them to watch the killings? Surveillance cameras.
Which one? Blue. Blue. Die anderen haben Schreibfehler drin.
Echt jetzt?
Ja. Eine war Gameras und eine andere war Karamell.
Oh wow, okay, hab ich das. That bitch!
It's all coming together. Got it. You used the surveillance cameras. You were trying to lure the Future Foundation by showing them the footage you were recording, weren't you? The surveillance cameras? That's what they were being used for? In the previous Killing School life, the surveillance camera footage was broadcast outside of the school. You used the cameras that were placed throughout the entire island for the same purpose.
Ding ding ding! I was broadcasting the Killing School trip live to every member of the Future Foundation.
That bitch. Hast du wenigstens Geld dafür verlangt? Für Netflix?
With the surveillance cameras was shown to the Future Foundation. What shall I do? I did a lot
Nee,
of
nicht Netflix. Hopeflix.
in front of those cameras.
Kazuichi, Schnauze.
You sure did.
Emotional damage!
You were targeting the wrong person, my friend.
I'll never be queen now. Please forget what you saw.
Who are you
You
again?
guys were watching us? Then why didn't you come rescue us earlier?
We tried to hack in many times, but the virus within the program blocked us at every turn.
Not only that, the Neo World program stopped accepting shutdown commands from the outside. As a last resort, we considered cutting power to the program, but
We didn't know what would happen to the subjects if we cut the power while the program was still running. There's no way we'd jeopardize your safety by taking such a gamble.
Ja gut, aber haben wir halt auch schon gesagt, alter Stecker ziehen, aber was wäre dann, ne?
Until it was finally possible for us to enter the program just a short time ago.
And you came all the way here when you knew it was a trap. I get it. You couldn't just leave them alone. If you saw people dying one by one with your own eyes by the same killing game you guys played, Pulp dictates that you act all high and mighty and say, "Oh, I'm definitely gonna stop it this time, right?"
Hey, don't tell me that's the reason you made us go through all this.
Of course we made you do it for that reason. We orchestrated this game instead of killing you outright, solely to show it off to the Future Foundation.
We were forced to solve puzzles and riddles just so you could show it off to the Future Foundation?
That's why you guys are chumps. You're just the bait I used to catch a big fish called the Future Foundation. But it's not my fault, you know. This game is a fight between the Future Foundation and me. You guys were just instigators in the background. But you guys already knew that when you chose to play this game, right? Just 1 second, please. That sounds as though we wanted to come to this world of our own free will.
But that's precisely the truth.
Excuse you?
You guys chose to be instigators, and you were willingly taken into the Neo World program. To provide the opportunity I needed to push this battle between hope and despair into overtime. That's right. The reason the ultimate despairs began killing each other was set up by the group itself.
That's just your imagination.
Ja, sie ist im Grunde schon am Verzweifeln, also selber. Ne? Sie wird verzweifelt und versucht deshalb nur noch alles hinauszuzögern. Sie weiß, dass sie nicht gewinnen kann.
Ja.
Sollte sie.
Naive Makoto totally fell for the trap. Oh, and now your face is filled with a lovely shade of despair.
Whoa, that despair is fucking obvious. You're here to rescue the assholes who set this up in the first place.
Don't go blaming us for this.
Thank you. It's all thanks to you guys. This time around, I might be able to fill these guys with despair.
We do not feel despair. Even if this was all a trap, we will never regret coming here.
And this is the only thing we could do to stop you. But nevertheless, it's all over. We will shut you down and end all of this.
You're pretty fucking desperate. Oh, that's pretty fucking obvious. If you don't initiate the shutdown, those future Foundation fuckwits are gonna be trapped here forever.
Trapped? Why would that happen?
Didn't I already explain it? You know, the graduation exam rule.
To option pressure, repeat.
But that's not all, right? In order to pass the graduation exam, there was one more requirement.
The other requirement to pass the graduation exam is the teacher's final decision, right? Yeah.
I see. As I recall, we also need the teacher's final decision.
Was wir aber umgehen wollen, wenn wir den
Shutdown.
Shutdown machen.
Ja, weil dann ist ja egal.
Ja.
Von daher.
Obviously, there's no way I'd let the members of the Future Foundation graduate. So if you can't activate the shutdown, the Foundation will enter the endless life of repeating the grade.
That's only if the shutdown sequence doesn't activate, right?
But that's impossible. Everyone here understands how dangerous it is to release you into the real world.
We know that all too well. I mean, she's been bad-mouthing us this whole time.
Oh. Looks like you shouldn't have talked so much. Out of the mouth comes evil, so they say.
It's true that we fell for this trap, and that we run the risk of not being able to go back. But what's wrong with that? Thinking we back down because of something like that is a huge mistake.
That's my line. Thinking your little shutdown plan will succeed is a huge mistake.
Huh?
You're totally overestimating those chumps over there. There's no way they'll start the shutdown sequence.
Why not?
Look upon their faces. They look like piglets who were forced to watch their mom roasting on a spit. There's no fucking way they'll initiate the shutdown just to go back to being ultimate despair.
That is... well... Chico, I don't care what you say. I've decided to believe in everyone. It's true that they walked the wrong path before, but that's all in the past now. What I believe in is not their past, but their futures.
I was totally waiting for a protagonist to fly like that. When I crush you with despair, such ecstasy.
Können wir mal in Gang 5 wieder aufwischen?
Hatten wir lange nicht mehr.
No matter what you do to me, I will never fall into despair.
Wrong. I'm not the one who's gonna make you fall into despair. That's the Mastermind's job, and they'll be appearing very soon.
Wait, the Mastermind's job and they will appear.
But you are the Mastermind.
Right?
Geh mal kurz nochmal ins Transcript. Nochmal.
It's the
I'm not the
Mastermind's
one who's
job
gonna
and
make...
they'll be appearing very soon.
But she is.
coming?
That can't be. It's just a bluff.
You should never make the last character who appears in a detective story turn out to be the mastermind. But I always fall into that pattern, so I was kind of worried about that.
Enough already. What are you talking about?
Oh well, let's bring him out with lots of energy. It's Mr. Izuru Kamakura!
I don't like where this is going.
Excuse you?
Excuse us?
Izuru Kamakura?
That name, I've heard it before. That person was called the Ultimate Hope. But that shouldn't be all he was.
Phew.
That's right, I've seen a person called Izuru Kamakura somewhere else.
Yeah, that is...
As I recall, that person was...
The founder.
of the... Yeah.
A dark Deivor of destruction!
Ist einer der Amster.
Ja! Das
Der
ist...
Fette. Mit der Macht des Fetten.
Isn't that the name of the founder of Hope's Peak Academy? It was written on the placard beneath the portrait of the Academy's founder. That name. It was definitely Izuru Kamakura, right?
Ja, das haben wir hier in der Schule gesehen und im Funhaus.
Based on
Yeah.
the information I know, the man known as Izuru Kamakura.
If I recall, he's a super genius who acquired many talents. He was even called the Ultimate Hope, right?
Does the founder have the same name as that Ultimate Hope guy?
Is that kind of coincidence even possible?
Did someone say, oh, that was me?
How about it, Kyoko?
Even within Hope's Peak Academy, there's very little information about a person called Izuru Kamakura.
Oder in short, well shit, you
It's a
got me there.
mystery if such a person ever really existed. And not just that, the matter was closed without ever being settled because of that incident.
If you do not know, then please allow me. Providing hopelessly skilled explanations is a quirk of mine. The reason Izuru's existence continues to be such a mystery is because the Academy hid it.
Why did the Academy hide his existence?
If I recall, they were trying to protect their superior talent. They even called it mankind's hope, correct?
However, that prodigious student ended up killing 13 student council members at Hope's Peak Academy. Izuru is the killer responsible for Hope's Peak Academy's biggest, most awful event.
And you're the one who set it up, right?
Information about Izuru completely vanished after that incident.
We thought Junko and Ashima killed them? Oh, don't say such cruel things. Izuru
But it's
Kamakura
true.
is very much alive. Isn't that right, Hajime?
Hold the what?
Why are you asking me?
Sind
No.
wir.
No.
We are that guy. Wie gesagt,
No.
Hiyoko ist ja hier in dieser Simulation viel kleiner, viel jünger und alles. Während sie in dem Pod eigentlich mehr erwachsener ist. Und wer sagt, dass Hajime nicht der Typ ist und das einfach nur What?
Das kommt ein bisschen aus dem Nichts, ne?
What? I am... What?
Like I said, you're Izuru Kamakura.
Huh?
How? Bullshit. I call bullshit.
Alrighty. If you don't understand, I'll explain it to you till you do understand.
Yeah, please do.
You're
Yeah.
Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're Izuru Kamakura, you're...
Yeah, that's not helping.
Well, that's not an explanation.
Seriously, what are you talking about?
Liar! There's no way. There's no way Hajime is Izuru Kamakura. Izuru is that ultimate hope, right? But Hajime is...
That's right.
Hajime is one of those reserve course dropouts and has no talent whatsoever. But the fact that he's really Izuru Kamakura makes all this much more hopeless.
I'm Izuru Kamakura? What?
Wait. Huh?
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
How can someone from the reserve course have such an amazing talent like that?
In order to hide Izuru's identity, was he hidden in the reserve course?
Then Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata. I've always had that name ever since I was born.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Ja.
Could it be created hope? It might be Izuru.
Aber wie könnte denn dieser alte Sack sein?
Naja, hier sind wir nur eine Simulation. Also, das ist unser Avatar.
Ja, aber selbst wenn uns nur 2 Jahre fehlen, wir können jetzt halt nicht zum alten Sack geworden sein.
Wer behauptet das denn, dass wir hier der alte, dass wir nur 2 Jahre sind?
Na, die Schulerinnerung fehlt uns. Und Makoto und Konsorten waren auch nur 2 Jahre an der Schule.
Ja, aber wer sagt denn nicht, dass der alte Sack da in dem Pod sitzt? Aber währenddessen sein Avatar ist halt Hajime. Quasi eine sehr, sehr jüngere Version von sich.
Oh, schauen wir mal. Ich habe keine Ahnung. Currently and Izuru Kamakura are... What did Hope Speak Academy do to me?
Good news, Hajime! Even though you were mocked for being a reserve course student, he had a talent all along. Ultimate hope.
Nee, warte. Hier, Hope Cultivation Plan.
Was? Many years Hope Speak Academy attempt to create true hope to...
Die haben doch immer Reservestudenten genommen und diesem Experiment hinzugefügt. Hat sie sich ja finanzieren lassen mussten.
Was he hidden in the reserve course?
Und
Then
dann...
Hajime's name is fake?
There's no doubt I'm Hajime Hinata.
Hier
I've always had that name
bei
ever since I was born.
Makoto.
Then Izuru is your fake name?
Hey, you weren't lying to us, right?
I do not want any more last-minute plot twists.
Could it be created
Das hier.
hope?
Jupp.
That must be it.
Alter, the fuck?
Created hope. Are you talking about the Hope Cultivation Plan? Hope Cultivation Plan. What is that?
A while back, I saw a file kept by the Future Foundation. For many years, Hope's Peak Academy was researching a breakthrough plan to cultivate personal talent.
It's true, it was a breakthrough plan. After all, it was a plan to create the perfect genius.
Create? For the longest time, the Hope Cultivation Plan was the earnest wish of Hope's Peak Academy.
So, Hajime is Izuru, but is not Izuru.
Die haben ihm vielleicht einfach den Namen gegeben, in Ehren an den Gründer der Akademie. Das könnte ich mir vorstellen. Ne, da haben wir es.
The Izuru Kamakura Project.
Gut, dann, never mind, what I said was stupid.
Es war ja nicht komplett unmöglich.
Ich hätte es dem Spiel zugetraut.
Ja, tatsächlich.
Just a little while ago, they were finally able to reach the experimental stage of that plan.
From there, they set their sights on the reserve course dropouts to use them as lab rats.
Why did they use the reserve course as lab rats?
A plan to create
Weil ihr
talent
keine Talente
artificially
hattet?
requires test subjects that are wholly lacking in talent. From that group of reserve course students, the one who was finally chosen was Hajime, who stands before you now.
Why me?
Vor allem auch einfach die Pose, ne? Dinko Brando. Dinko Brando Shima.
You still don't get it? You were used by the Academy. They exploited your feelings of admiration toward hope and talent just to use you as a lab rat.
What?
See? Didn't I tell you? The moment you cling to talent and hope, despair has already set in.
Lies. That's definitely a lie.
After many surprises, Hajime Hinata was transformed into Izuru 1.0!
Did you say transformed?
What did they do to him?
Unless you're willing to go to extremes, it's impossible to change a normal person into a perfect genius. So naturally, they went to extremes. By directly interfering with his brain, Hope's Peak Academy transformed Hajime Hinata
The fuck?
into a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself, known as Izuru Kamakura.
Huh?
Eventually, Izuru became an ultimate despair, thanks to me. But all I did to Izuru was simply break his spirit. That's nothing compared to what Hope's Peak Academy did to him. Not even close. Seriously, it's scary how determined the researchers were to mess with the human brain that much. Doing such inhumane acts that nobody else is capable of with such a calm mind and a steady hand. I admire it so much, it makes my mind numb. By the way, you're just a simple avatar right now, so even if you touch your head, you won't feel the scar.
Das ist doch abgefuckt einfach.
Das ist... Oh, ja, 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 ja.
Ich dachte, wir wären schon mal langsam am Ende hier.
Ja! Ey. Alter, das ist...
Did they really do something like that? But if you think about it, if Hajime gets out of here, he's gonna be a super genius, right?
Like I said, he's not Hajime. He's a completely different person whose specialty is talent itself.
Wir wollen uns mal der Flashback, den wir hatten hier mit Naketo, ne, auf dem Schiff.
Das muss er gewesen sein, ja.
Ja.
So gesehen, die Ultimate.
All of his senses, emotions, thoughts, and hobbies that interfere with acquiring talent have been excised. All of his memories of the past have been forcefully suppressed into the darkest recesses of his mind.
Emotions, thoughts, hobbies. He doesn't even have a memory? It sounds like he is a completely different person.
So that's why it's so surprising that Hajime even exists here at all, even if he's just an avatar. The Neo World program must have dug up those memories and rebuilt his old personality from data from the past.
I cannot help but feel impressed that the Neo World program was able to accomplish such a feat.
But as for Hajime, he probably would have been better off if he stayed erased.
Then, when Hajime returns to his original state after the shutdown,
He'll disappear.
disappear?
All that will remain is Izuru Kamakura, an entirely different personality created by Hope's Peak Academy. He will no longer be Hajime Hinata.
Oh boy.
Disappear? I don't wanna. I'm going to disappear?